Bina Walker, and today I'm going to talk about what we are doing for one of our family subjects. And this is a part of my loop subjects, and I'll try to link my loop schedule video down below. And my name is Bina Walker. I have 5 kids, 10, 8, 6, 4, and a 1-year-old. So 5th, 3rd, 1st, pre-K, and a baby. And we are doing a poetry basically study or a classics literature study. And so we are starting out with Shakespeare, and then we are also doing a poetry book, like the sing-along, poetry book that they have. And then also I have the Tiger book, and I will link those down below. And so we read a poem every single day. Sometimes I'll have them recite it as well. And then basically what I do is I'm reading through the classics. I'm going to go through Shakespeare, and then I'm going to do Charles Dickens, and then Jane Austen, and then incorporate the poetry. And really it should be probably not called poetry study, although Shakespeare did write poetry. So it's probably more a classic literature study. But for now, we're just gonna go with what I wrote down on here. And then they're able to also do poetry. And so I get these notebooks from Amazon, and I like them. They're small, they're tiny for like a unit study. And this is just a year study, and they're, I like to give them these. They can decorate the covers of them, and they really like to do that. For Shakespeare, how I've sort of planned this out is I am reading through the Usborne children's stories, and you can see here that they have such a great sort of illustrated intro for kiddos for all of their books. And I will flip through one of them, and I just really like that, if I am able to give my kiddos a look into some of the classics in a illustrated kind of PG sort of way, then I am doing way more than what I received when I was a child. And so I really like that their stories are basically, there's illustrations here and there, and the reading's not too bad. And I plan to do this basically for the first term. And so right now it might be actually the whole year. I don't really know, because we're going through this too. And so our first lesson, it might be for the whole year, you guys, because our first lesson only covered this. So then I guess my goal is just this and Charles Dickens. So basically these are the plays. And what I like about this book, and I got this one on Amazon, I should have just got it through my lady who sells Usborne books, which is now Paper Pie. I don't even know. So I like that it basically goes through like the different characters, and it introduces the different people in the play. And then I like that it has, people like, I like that it says who is talking. So like Helena sighed, and Queen said, and I like that it has Hermia, blah, 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 protested. And so I like that it has those in here, especially for a little reader or a young student, they're able to sort of follow along. And so the rest of the play doesn't have any other images, but just at the beginning. And so the next one we're reading is A Midsummer's Night. And then at the beginning, they have, this sort of like intro, where is it? Here, and then I'll have the kiddos draw it out while I'm reading the story to them. And so that's kind of fun for them. Or I just like, we'll just have them write out the different characters. And so this is basically kind of the Charlotte Mason way of reading everything to them. And then for my older kiddo, when she's gone through her current literature, she's reading Heyyy, I'm gonna have her read, I know this is a big jump, but the Tales from Shakespeare. I think I want to read this with her. I think that'd be really beneficial as a 5th grader, going through this with her. And I know that there's another book I saw on Amazon for Shakespeare for the kiddos, like teaching it to children, and it's in my cart and I want to get it. I think it'd be really powerful to use that with this, because this is literally just like black and white, nothing. But I think doing this after we've gone through some of these, it might be kind of fun for her. So that is what we're doing for classic literature poetry study. And in their notebooks, they just kind of notebook and color and draw kind of whatever comes to them, and they kind of narrate themselves. And I write it down for the little kiddos, what happened in the story, and then they can color or, you know, paint or sketch or draw what we've covered for that week. And I want them to absorb it right now as a young child. I think kind of learning these different classic literary works is very important as a young learner, right? But anyway, that is what we're doing. And in the comments below, if you have any book recommendations for Shakespeare or Dickens or Jane Austen, let me know. I would love to get them from the library or wherever used books. I've been getting used books lately. And I would love to add it to our school library. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.